Happy New Year! Welcome back to my channel. This week is actually my birthday week and it is my birthday on Saturday. So I've decided for this video that I want to make myself a dress to wear on my birthday. I wanted to make something from like a nice natural fabric like a linen or a cotton or something. Just because my birthday is the middle of summer. It's disgustingly hot right now. It's like 30 degrees. I hate going outside. I want to peel my own skin off. So having a dress that's nice and breathable, I thought was a good idea. So the first thing I did was decide on the fabric I was going to use. And we've got black because I like black. And it is this really nice linen. And it's also stupidly expensive. But luckily I got it on a 40% off sale, so it wasn't that bad. So with the fabric purchased, it was then time to decide what sort of dress did I want to make. It hit my brain, why don't I make a little replica of Audrey Hepburn's Holly Golightly dress from Breakfast at Tiffany's. So that's what I'm going to try and do. However, I'm going to do my own little spin on it. I'm not a fan of like the pencil dress or the full length, you know, maxi skirt she has on it. So I'm going to do typical me fashion and I'm just going to put a circle skirt on the bottom, but the top will be the same. And to help me with making the bodice, I am going to be resorting to my favourite drafting book, this one here from the 1950s, and I'm going to draft the bodice pattern myself and then just chuck a standard circle skirt on the bottom, and hopefully that should give me a nice replica of the Holly Golightly dress from Breakfast at Tiffany's to wear to my birthday, so I can feel fancy schmancy on my birthday this weekend. Alright, should we get into it? So this is the basic block all drawn out. I'm going to leave the front as it is for now and move over to the back. So on the back I have to alter it so that it has the scoop bit in the back there and then the weird scallop bit under the arm. So I'm going to draw that in now. And here they are with the changes drawn in. So I have changed the neckline on the front here and also the armhole, and then through the back here this is the little point, and then this bit here is the scoop. So I'm going to cut it out and tape it together, see how it looks on the mannequin, and then hopefully I can actually move on to cutting it out of my fabric. So fingers crossed it fits the mannequin. So here is the paper pattern tried on me. I did have it on the mannequin, but it just wasn't looking right because the mannequin's not quite the same shape as me. But anyway, on me, it seems to fit. It seems to do the job, so I'm pretty confident that I can now cut it out of the linen and it should fit properly. Right, this looks good. Who knows? Let's find out together. The first thing I do is cut the pattern pieces out of the linen fabric, and I'm adding seam allowance where it needs it. Next I use some carbon paper and a tracing wheel to trace off the dart lines onto the fabric below. Then I sew the darts in the front and back bodice pieces, and then I test the fit on my mannequin. Happy with how it's looking, I move over to my iron and I press both the darts toward the side seams. Next I add a fusible interfacing along the neckline of the bodice. After having sewn the front and back pieces together at the side, I then pin the lining part to the front facing part, and then I begin to sew them together. I then turn the bodice piece right side out and iron it nice and flat. Let's just pretend I have the zipper in the side. That is going to be the next step. But look, we have a bodice and it fits perfectly, so that's really exciting. So all I have to do now is cut out the circle skirt, sew it onto the top, add the zipper into the side, and decide whether or not I'm going to put pockets in it. Of course I'm going to put pockets in it. I put pockets in everything because I like being able to put things in pockets, you know, what they're there for. But yeah, one more look at just how wonderfully this bodice has turned out. It's so cool. I love the back. Cool. Satisfied with the fit of the bodice, I then moved on to cutting out the circle skirt. Now I used a pattern that I had lying around for this, but you can easily draft one of these yourself. They're not that difficult. I then pinned part of the skirt to the bodice just to see if I liked the length of it, and I was very happy with how it was looking, so then I moved on to putting pockets into the skirt. After sewing the pockets into the skirt, I then moved back to the bodice, and what I'm doing here is marking a seam allowance on the lining side of it, which I will iron up so that when I attach the bodice to the skirt, I can then hand stitch in that lining. You'll see, it makes sense, I promise. So the dress is practically finished. I'm not going to try it on just yet because I want you guys to see the whole reveal with like the hair and the makeup and the like, little tiara and stuff done. But yeah, she's done. As you can see from the million of pins along the bottom, the only thing I have to do now is to sew the lining layer at the waist, and then it's finished. I'm gonna go sit down and spend the next couple of hours doing the hand stitching along the lining. So next time you see me, it'll be my birthday, and hopefully I'll be doing something fun with my friends. I have no idea what I'm doing actually because my husband's planning the whole day for me, so I'm quite excited. I told you the hand sewing of the lining part would make sense eventually, and here it is. Please enjoy. I'm only halfway through. I'm sick of it. Oh well, I'll see you guys in the reveal. So there you have it. That is how I made my Breakfast at Tiffany's inspired birthday dress. So I'm really happy with how it turned out. Making it out of linen was really great temperature wise. However, the linen itself is kind of itchy. I don't like how it feels. It's not great, but it is what it is. I love the addition of the pockets. I am honestly going to do that for every single dress I make from this point on, because it's just nice having somewhere your hands can go. What do I do with my hands? Since having made this, which was 2 weeks ago, which is when my birthday was, I have been taking my fitness seriously this year, and I've been gymming like every other day since, and it already doesn't fit me. Look at that. When I first made it, it fit me like a glove, and now it's too loose, and hopefully it continues to keep getting too loose. But anyway, what I'm trying to say here is I'm going to be selling it. So if you liked how it looks, be sure to head over to my Instagram. I'll be popping it up in my little for sale tab, which is here on my Instagram page, and you can snag it yourself. Won't be too expensive. I think I'm just going to chuck it up for 50 bucks. So yeah, if you want it, it can be yours. And with all that being said, I just wanted to say thank you guys so much for watching. It's so good to be back for the new year. I really appreciate all your support and love and comments and everything on these videos. If you like what you saw here today, please consider either subscribing or chucking a like down below or leaving a comment. All of these things greatly help, I promise. I do a lot of sewing, crafting and fun related content on this channel, and I usually try and upload every weekend or so. I'll see you guys next weekend. Goodbye!